Hi, Editor Connell here. Basically the recording for this one fucked up, so the voice quality is going to be a bit shit. Probably because once I did this right after Extreme Rules, and the thingy fucked up when I took my dog out at the end of Extreme Rules, and I guess the recording didn't properly fix itself because it's going to be shit mic quality. If you can persevere, lovely. If you can't, just flick through. I won't blame you, honestly. But yeah, fine. See you on Raw. Bye. Hello and welcome to episode number 46 of the TEW 2016 Challenge Run. This is the SmackDown exclusive Battleground 2019 pay-per-view. Very big show. I'm very excited to run this show. And once my screen comes back, because it's just gone black, and it's going to pop up, yep, the colour screen shit, yep, bye. Now we're going to run the show. I said, now we're going to run the show. There we go. So, we start on the pre-show. It's the AOP against the Loot Generation. Finally, the blow-off to this feud. And, of course, it is AOP who pick up the win. It lasts 12 minutes, so the Lucha Generation aren't squashed here by any means. They definitely get a couple of good shots in. But the power of Akam and Razor and the mastermind of Courtmore is too much for the Luchadors. And they're put down here on the kickoff. Hype video highlighting some of the key matches here tonight, including Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre. The SmackDown Women's Title Fatal 4-Way match. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And the main event, Hell in a Cell, Daniel Bryan versus Aleister Black for the WWE Championship. But we start with some Tag Team Championship action, where, in a 73B-, Curtis Axel and R-Truth defeat the Bar in 12:56, when R-Truth defeats Sheamus by pinfall with a roll-up. Curtis Axel and R-Truth, the Snake Busters, win the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Very feel-good moment to kick off Battleground here tonight. Truth and Axel have overcome the odds. Who'd have thought all these months ago and they were put in a match as jobbers with the sole aim of being attacked by Randy Orton, that they'd come out beloved fan favourites, beloved cosplayers, and beloved SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Ricochet does defend it in 15-12 with the 630 on Rusev. Rusev gets a 77. Ricochet is 79. Lack of psych. Motivation. Why are they not motivated to go all out on a pay-per-view? For the first time on a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, we'll see the Women's Tag Team Championships in action. In 11 minutes, Sasha Banks and Bayley defeat Mandy Rose and Carmella when Sasha Banks makes Mandy tap out to the bank statement, and the Bottom Hug Connection make defense number 4 of their Women's Tag Team Championships. So, Sasha Banks and Bayley have beaten Mickie James and Lacey Evans. They've beaten Aaliyah and Tana Conti. They've beaten Titus Worldwide, and they've beaten somebody else. No, because it's their 4th defense. So yeah, they haven't beaten anyone else with the titles. But that is all the teams on Raw and SmackDown. So, where will they look for their next challenge heading into Raw's UK tour and Insurrextion pay-per-view next month? Or maybe SmackDown's Crown Jewel, you never know, but sort of just accidentally giving away which pay-per-view they'll be defending on. We cut backstage to Kathy Kelly with Kairi Sane and Io Shirai, saying how when they came to SmackDown they had their eyes on the women's tag team titles, and how long you're going to wait in line before you jump and get the shot you earned. And Kairi would say, we do have our eyes on the titles. And then she'd put a little telescope up, and she'd be like, but all in due time, because winning the tag team titles isn't our only goal here. And they'd leave. Mysterious. 87B plus is Drew McIntyre, who scores the pinfall over Finn Balor to try and rectify how he felt he was unjustly not rewarded with an IC title shot when Finn Balor said anyone who can beat him as the champion would get a shot. McIntyre did that, never got his chance, but here tonight he scores the pinfall and gets one up over the former IC champion. Speaking of the Intercontinental Championship, we have the new champion, Robert Roode, making his first defense of the title as he takes on winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Luke Harper, where in 1612, Bobby Roode defeats Luke Harper with a Roode Bomb to make the first defense of the IC title. No worker improvements. 78 for Roode, 61 for Harper. Is Harper on decline? He's not. Okay, I think he is slowly getting up there, but his ratings aren't filling me with confidence. That's all I'll say. You then get the video package for the Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way. Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Shayna Baszler. Who's it going to be to walk out with the Women's Championship? Shayna Baszler in a 78B defeats Alexa by pinfall with the armbar, or submission with the armbar even. The way I had the finish in my head is Charlotte and Asuka. It says here, Charlotte takes a stump bump here. I wanted it to be both of them, but Asuka didn't want to take it, only Charlotte took it. So they take some crazy bump. So the way I envision it is because only Charlotte wanted to take it. So I guess it kind of makes more sense. Would be Asuka would be laid out on the announce table and Charlotte would hit a moonsault from the top rope to the outside, Shawn Michaels style, on Asuka, breaking the table, smashing it into a million pieces. And I guess that makes sense for that to be a bump for Charlotte because she's actually putting her body more at risk than Asuka is just laying there. And Alexa would be left alone with Shayna Baszler, and she'd put up a good fight.
You have Boxing Legends enabled. Do you want to open it?
No.
You have Boxing Legends enabled.
Alexa!
Do you want to open?
Stop! Anyway, Bliss here would put up a good fight and nearly have Shayna beaten when she'd get put in the clutch and Bliss would be trying to fight out of it, giving her all, like standing up like Bianca Belair did in her takeover match with Shayna Baszler in the real world. Basically that finish because Charlotte and Asuka are down, and then Alexa would pass out in the clutch and Shayna would retain. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, their blood feud started after Kevin Owens in Randy Orton's world embarrassed Randy Orton, causing him to lose to two jokes like Curtis Axel and R-Truth, the same two jokes who are now the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So he's vowed to destroy Kevin Owens here tonight. Will he do that? Well, I don't know about destroy, but he certainly picks up the win. In 1956, goes 20 minutes. Okay, I wouldn't have there be any fuckery, because it's Randy Orton. Even when he's a heel, he doesn't really cheat that much, because there's no shame in losing to someone like Randy Orton, because he's a veteran, and he's been around since 2002. So, losing to him doesn't make you look weak, it's just, yeah. Main event time. Aleister Black, Daniel Bryan, Hell in a Cell, WWE Championship. After all the hell these two have brought on each other, Black burning Bryan's beloved title, Bryan tying up and gagging Zelina Vega to try and get back at Black. to all the people, the poor, helpless primos that have been black masked in the hallway on Aleister Black's quest to get back at Bryan. It all ends up next, and the match gets an A3B. Aleister Black defeats Daniel Bryan with 2 black masses, because it would start off with Aleister Black basically destroying Bryan for the first 5 minutes with kendo sticks and chairs from under the ring. Bryan would get a comeback in and then sort of even it out for a bit. Then at the end, Bryan would be all alone. He'd have a steel chair. Black would kick it out of his hand, and then he'd be like on his knees begging Black, saying he's sorry and trying to make amends. Black would kick his head off, and Bryan would fall forward like the old Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn Battleground spot from 2016. Black would pick him back up. Actually, no, I think he actually did this finish to Johnny Gargano in real life. But yeah, that one with the black mass, falls down, picks him up for a second, gets the pin. The show gets a... Wait, no, the show's not over yet, because Aleister Black is celebrating. Randy Orton slides in from behind after a grueling Hell in a Cell match and drops the WWE Champion with an RKO, ending the show as he walks to the back in chorus of boos because the champ just put on a hell of a show and Orton has cheap shotted him. Now the show is over and it gets an 86B+. I can't remember what Extreme Rules got, I can't remember which show was better, but the main event, not the match of the night, that went to, I believe, Balor and McIntyre. It did, yes. So, we're now on the road to Insurrextion and Crown Jewel for Raw and SmackDown respectively, because July is UK Tour Month. And I hear that Triple H has a big announcement to kick off Monday Night Raw tomorrow. What will it be? Tune in to find out.